So apparently I live under a rock because yesterday, or maybe even 2 days ago now, the trailer for JJK Season 3 came out. And honestly, I had no idea about this shit until about 15 minutes ago when I was just straight up doom scrolling on TikTok and came across a video of a guy talking about it. And to make that even sadder, I got about halfway through that video before the two neurons in my brain finally connected and I realized what he was talking about. The new trailer, a new season of JJK. Thankfully, that left me with plenty of time to click off the video so I can form my own opinions about this trailer and the subsequent season of JJK. Now, I used to be caught up with the JJK. I believe after Jujutsu Kaisen movie 0 came out, I actually went and seen it with my grandma. But after I finished watching that movie, I decided to start reading the manga, and I read a good chunk of the Calling games. I don't remember how far I got really into it, or like what chapter it was, to be honest. It was definitely a good amount before, the Shijuku showdown between Sukuna and Gojo, but I wasn't, too far off from that. But for, some other reasons, I just decided to stop reading JJK. I don't really even remember why now. So there's like a good chunk that I was missing, and then when Sukuna and Gojo started to fight, I obviously started reading that. I picked up from there and just started reading on because if you remember that time frame, dude, that was actually a crazy time, bro. You could not go anywhere. You couldn't go on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, some other random weird sites. I don't even know if MySpace still exists. MySpace, for example. You could not go anywhere without seeing that fight, bro. It was honestly crazy. Honestly, I remember when the fight first started and they had their first domain clash, and Gojo got cut on his neck, kind of like I am right now. And there was a week break, and people thought that Gojo died right then and there. And I remember I was in the call with my friend Santana, and he was talking about. I was like, dude, I was actually playing Valorant at the time. I know, right? Gross. And he's like, dude. I'm like, what? Gojo's dead. Gojo's dead. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? When I looked at it, I actually thought he was dead. But then, the next chapter came out and he wasn't dead. He instantly healed it. But then, a month later, he ended up dying. But anyway, obviously now that's gonna be in this next season. This is just gonna be I believe the Calling games. So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty good season. So without further ado, let's watch the trailer. All right, here we go. Here we are. Yuji's all depressed. It's good music. Kinda. Not really, actually. Oh, Yuta? Is that Naoya? Wait, hold on. I'll go back. I don't know, maybe. What is going on here? That is interesting looking. The art style has definitely changed. I mean, especially in this one. I mean, but even here you can see they definitely have changed the animation and art style this season, it seems. I'm gonna quit pausing now. That reminds me of, oh, there's Naoya. That kind of reminds me, though, of the Luffy's quote. Oh, we're not heroes, we're pirates. Choso. What was Naoya's ability? I forgot. It's something to do with speed, right? Wait, is that it? That's a short-ass trailer. Oh, it was a teaser. It's not really a trailer. Okay, so that wraps up the trailer, or I guess, more accurately, the teaser, considering that is what it's called. And it also was definitely a teaser. Would not call that a trailer. It was, very, very short. Very, very compact. We really didn't get to see much at all. To be honest, I don't really know what I was expecting, considering I don't even really remember where Season 2 ended off at. I mean, it's been almost 2 years since any JJK anime content, but it still really wasn't what I was expecting. It was very, very short. But we did get some really good information, especially regarding the release dates. Here we have the theatrical release scheduled for Friday, November 7th, 2025. Worldwide release dates to be announced. And then we also have the season release date, well, not the exact date, but in January of 2026. So what I assume this means, honestly, I should probably verify it before I, make this video, but I'm not going to do that. It's either going to be with the movie is going to be like, the theatrical release is either going to be like an actual movie that covers like, a set amount of chapters and be like 2 hours long, or it's going to be like a collection of like the first few episodes, and then those episodes are going to start releasing in January. Kind of like what happened with the one Demon Slayer arc. I don't remember which one it was now, because I low-key didn't watch it. But something like that. I'll have to look into it after this video to see which it's going to be, or, you know what, to make it even better, y'all do the work and tell me in the comments, because, I'm an L YouTuber. I don't do research. But there was one thing I definitely noticed that has changed a lot from Season 2, and that is the art style and the animation. Now, I'm not a drawer or an animator at all. Y'all definitely do not want to see my drawings. Trust me, those are some creations of the devil. No, not even the devil. They are the creations of Sir Shit. They are horrible. But anyway, so I'm probably going to misword some things here. But if you remember in Season 2, they kind of opted out of like the fine lining, or I guess like more detailed look, and opted for more of a fluid animation styles to make the fights look insane. If you remember Season 2 JJK, those fights were crazy. And Season 3 seems like it's gonna be like a fusion of Season 1 with that like darker like shading and like darker lines and stuff like that, combined with like the fluid animation of Season 2, and just, fuck them, bring them together, fuck them, make them fuck, and just spawn a baby, and that's gonna be Season 3's animation style. And honestly, it looks really, really good. I'm honestly really hyped for Season 3. I wish the trailer or the teaser would have gave us more. It really didn't show much, so that kind of sucks. I think it would have been really cool to like see some more characters. Not gonna say some names, but there's a few people who I'm thinking, if I remember correctly, should be in this season. I think it would have been really cool to see them. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see it in the trailer, but I'm looking forward to seeing them in the anime. With that, I really don't got much else to add to this video. It was a very, very, very short trailer, or teaser, minute and a half long. So with that, this wraps up the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. In the next one, we're going to be reacting to another anime. I know in my last video, I reacted to Dragon Ball Episode 1. So some of you might be expecting to see that again. I'll probably be doing that in my next video, so 2 videos on the line from now. Next video is going to be LOTM. I forgot that episode came out, I believe, yesterday now. Then I want to react to a new anime that I started watching, or I'm going to start watching. So yeah, with that, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.